over here to put some little shelters together for the goats and stuff out in the paddocks, and we're about to fence everything up on the hill. Holy shit. I'm being tired.
Yeah. I'm surprised it's not already.
Alright, turn that off.
Look at that bucket. That bucket.
Make a cinder block pit and put a big old grate on it.
Don't make me go over and grab that test map in your face. Sounds like a fucking brick wall. Maybe an Iraqi brick wall.
Oh yeah, shit, I
like
forgot you guys have seen all this shit, haven't you?
Yeah. Not like a U.S. registered brick
Came
wall.
from the fucking, wasn't that the national animal, the goat?
Yeah, it was. Hey, wait a minute.
The spouse, the aphrodisiac, everything.
Oh yeah.
There it is.
There on the ground.
What are we looking at?
It ain't worth $5 to eat a test.
What are we looking at on the ground?
Testicle.
Oh. And now you're on Eli's ass crack?
Yes, we are now on Eli's ass track.
Run on up there and credit card him.
Right.
Pour in there, see if it plays music.
See if it spits out a receipt.
Let's see if this one will work, Cody.
What was the nail? Oh, you.
I use longer screws on
There
that
you
in
one.
the
go.
tendon. Okay.
Alright, slowly raise it up.
Let's take some domestic animal.
Bring it back. Get out of there. Drop it. Tyler, get out of there. Drop it down. Don't have any finite movements. Alright, Tyler, tie it up. Take all the slack out.
We have too many
Take all the
billy
slack out.
goats.
Cinch it on the bucket.
So we were mentioning taking them to market. There's a bunch of Somalis and stuff local here that buy the shit out of goats at the livestock auction. So we were gonna round up a bunch of our males and get rid of them. Eli said, "Man, we can make a smoker right here with some 2x4s and some plywood aluminum foil and smoke that thing out." And I said, "You done it?" He said, "Oh yeah." So today I'd forgotten about it. He said, "Show me the male you want to knock off," and that's what's happened here. So they're going to skin this thing out. This is one that we produced here. He's probably a year old, but we've got way too many males, and we want to get all of our male pygmies out. So we're only breeding bigger La Manchas, and we have a really, really good stud. So we're going to segregate all our males, grow them up, and harvest them. And then all our breeders will be bred with the one La Mancha until we bring in some new blood. And we're producing just a bunch of little inbred little pygmy goats that aren't useful for anything. And our La Mancha is literally 3 times bigger, so that's what's going on here, and we're going to eat this thing tomorrow. Watch your hand, Tyler. That big bull's, man, you cut your finger off.
See it slipping, Tyler?
You need a damn slip knot.
I say it, not a slip knot. Not a slip knot.
You're from Virginia. I know you know how to tie a fucking noose.
Watch out, I'll lower it down.
That's fine, just raise it up.
What's up?
What's up? Roll your bucket back.
It is back. You need to retire.
warm enough tractor for anything. I'd like to keep that skull.
There's Eli taking the finish on his knees.
Can you not put any holes in that skin, please? I'm fucking with you.
You gonna make a cock?
He looked at you like.
Actually, that's not. Dude,
A goat
yes.
cock? Yeah.
Hell yeah! Can we pan that out? We'll just send it to someplace in
I was
town.
gonna say that's not my game.
That would totally be worth sending someplace because we could auction the shit out of those.
I mean, you
cocks.
just need enough fly ash and urine, and you can, you
Yeah.
know, ash and do it.
Coughing out.
That was the piss boy in medieval times. They would tan hides and piss, and
Oh,
there'd
really?
be some barefoot kids. And then they had the spit boy,
Yeah.
which was in the kitchen next to the big, huge fireplace oven. And they literally would just turn the shit. But they had a very short life because as they were cooking the food, turning that, it was cooking them.
Alright.
History Channel.
Yeah.
There's a thing called medieval jobs.
Yeah.
So you like the razor blade? That's your thing?
No, this is dull as fuck. But using a razor blade, it's
You want a
easy.
new blade?
There's probably one in the handle. It was already messy. I hadn't messed
Let me
with
see
it.
if I can find one.
But given your choice, would you use a razor blade?
Yeah.
Can you cut that tag out of there? It's really bothering me. Thank you. Is that your work watch?
It's my only watch. Mother Casio crapped out.
All right. Well, I gotta put a Loom Tech order in, so pick one out. We can't have that.
Yeah.
I gotta get one for Justin. You should just pick out the one you want him to have, and I'll give you his.
Well, I know which one he wants. I think we about want the same one nearly.
You're gonna use his urine, and he'll use yours,
Yeah, we swapped
or are you gonna mix urine? Patina. I'd like to have that skull.
There's some holes in it, but
Oh, okay. Where are the holes at? In the top?
Face.
you know, I mean, like through the bridge of the nose and the
That'd be a
stuff.
better skull. That's cool.
Yeah.
One through the bridge, a couple through the side.
Even better.
Y'all didn't
Yeah, that
sacrifice
was a
it.
tough goat.
What is this right here?
Yeah,
Is
it's
that
a
penis?
teeth.
No,
Oh.
not that.
No, well, so yeah.
Is that his dick skin?
No, well, so they have basically two teats on the back, but this is where the
This is
scrotum
the
was.
wiener right
This
here?
is the ball.
Yes, you're holding a
That's
dick.
urinary tract.
Yeah.
I just pulled it. Weenus was in there. The skunk looking piece and stuff. But yeah, I mean, we'll pull everything at once.
He went home.
He was hung enough that he fucking impregnated all those girls up there.
All of them.
I want to kill Dirk off, but we're gonna mount him into a table.
In his favorite position.
He'll do a handstand and piss, and then drink his piss. And after he drinks his piss, he'll roll his lip up.
Yeah.
And he'll flip it up. So we're gonna have it inside of his lip tattooed with SOE. And we're gonna have him doing a handstand because he'll suck his dick.
Yeah.
And he'll come up and have cum dripping off
I
his
seen him
mouth.
start to do it the
So
other
we're gonna
day.
have him sucking his dick mounted in a handstand with a sheet of glass on his two back hooves and then a metal frame for a table. And we're gonna put it up in the lounge.
Are we gonna have Carrie build that?
No, well we might have Kerry build the metal piece of it, but Nick, my buddy, does a bunch of like big game shit, big game stuff. He has a fucking office, like no shit. He's got an office the size of our garage,
Damn.
full of just crazy mounts. It's like a fucking zoo in there. And he said his taxidermist could totally do that mount. So
That's awesome.
Here, I'll cover your crack.
we're gonna have like Mexican style street tacos, or what are we having?
You want tacos?
I don't
Whatever
know.
you
I've never
want.
had goat. Well, I mean, I probably have, like in Tijuana.
Yeah, I'd say they did.
When you're in search of the donkey show, you find that I've never actually found a donkey show. We spent a lot of time looking for it.
Yeah.
But you do find a lot of zebras, or what you think to be zebras, until you get closer, and they're actually donkeys with shoe polish on them, painted to be zebras. And you feel bad for all the little street dogs, so you try to smuggle the street dogs back in the United States, all the little street puppies.
Yeah.
But most of them, I think, probably become tacos. and they wrap them. They wrap these little tiny sausages in bacon.
And we tried to bring, we had a dog, a little puppy we found in Baghdad and kept it. And it was probably, we had it for 6 months till we left Iraq. And at that time they wasn't letting you bring any plant life, no animal, none of that shit.
At that time, I don't think they ever did they?
Well, they started to towards the end. They started to give,
Yeah, them Navy customs and shit.
Yeah.
If you had a fucking dip can full of dirt, they'd write your ass up,
Oh,
take
man.
your fucking dirt. Because everybody since World War II kept dirt.
Yeah.
You know, everywhere they went, they'd bring dirt back from wherever. Navy customs was on that
Oh
shit.
man,
no dirt.
We cleaned our vehicle for 3 fucking weeks so there wouldn't be a fucking spot of sand in it.
What was that you just hit?
Carotid.
Right in the neckula.
In the neckula.
Yeah, the other side. I popped the other side right after.
No, we should have.
So what's the good meat on this thing? Just like a deer?
Yeah, and that's how we're gonna do it. I mean,
Okay.
everything you see in here, but these shoulders and the neck roast.
Yeah, I can see that.
Pull the back strap.
No, just look at it.
It's twitching.
Yeah,
His
it's
heart's
just-
still
it's
beating.
beating.
Well, what would that be, Eli?
It's just,
Well, back here the way it shifted, the stomach and everything's still in. I haven't brought the stomach out yet because we've got to raise them back up
so it's still
and
running
then
through.
get a bucket.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, yeah, I did all that real quick without puncturing the stomach
Yeah.
or anything, so now after so good. But we're gonna have to reposition it because somebody wanted to do a slip knot again.
Again, you did it the first time, so I just thought I'd.
No, the first time it was good. It was
The first time it held, the goat was in the air.
We're gonna put a concrete slab over there to wash all the shit on. It's gonna have a huge fucking drain that dumps out in the forest.
Yeah,
With a patio cover, we can put a.
take a stainless table, get one of those L ones, so you got a 3-sink compartment and then like a 6-foot prep side on it. And that way you kill chickens. You got a prep table right there to wash off. You got everything.
Do we want that
can do that
prep
in the
shit
building.
closer to where all the animals are?
Like
No.
in the building?
No, you want it to where your drainage is
Okay.
closest, so you're not doing drainage.
Because we're gonna do a 20 by 20 slab to wash all the shit on, and we can dump it all and have a pressure washer and everything with it. A car wash, basically.
Yeah.
And then we could use that for this also. Being on concrete, we can just hose all that shit right out.
About to piss on
We'll get down there.
it. Kind of first.
All right, let's lower it down and get it right, and then we're almost done.
This is we had to kill a rooster because at the house we're not allowed to have chickens back then. We're still not. We don't have them there now.
Yeah.
But we ended up with extra roosters when we got chickens and they grew up.
Right.
So you hear this fucking thing crowing at like 4 in the morning. Go out there and find him and shoot him with a pellet rifle. Boom.
Yeah.
Rooster's dead. Next morning. I'm like, motherfucker. I know I killed the right fucking rooster,
Yeah.
the right bird. Another bird. Boom. We ended up killing like 4 of them.
Hey, roll forward real quick a little bit. Give me some slack. Do your bucket. Roll your bucket.
So
Say roll, I think.
we're just throwing them over the fence, you know, because animals. We got skunks
Right.
and shit all over the place out there. And so the next day, Dakota, they get home. And Dakota calls and says, "There's another rooster." I go, "You gotta be kidding me." She goes, "I've got it. What do you want me to do with it?" I go, "Well, cut its head off and let it run around and blow all the blood out,
Yeah.
and then pull all the feathers out." Well, I didn't know. I'd only heard Grandma talk about
Right,
killing a
right.
chicken.
Drop down.
So I get home, she's got the head cut off this fucking bird. There's blood all over the fucking patio outside up top. And so I start reading on the internet. Well, if you scald them, then you can just pull the feathers
the
out
feathers
easier.
out,
Well,
yeah.
come to find out, you can actually just skin the motherfucker and don't
Yep.
have to do any of that bullshit.
Right.
That's the best way to do it.
I've always just skinned whatever.
So we have a turkey fryer in the kitchen
With full fat,
running,
Yeah.
and the whole house smelled like just fucking burnt hair.
Yeah.
So we pull it out. There's water all over the floor. We got feathers fucking everywhere in the kitchen. And we put some shake and bake on that thing and just baked it.
Yeah.
It was big. It was a big fucking bird,
Right.
biggest I'd ever seen.
Yeah.
And that was the first chicken that we'd ever killed. And that was the best. I swear, that to this day, that was the best chicken I ever had.
Fresh as hell, yeah.
And so we killed that. We've got a lot of eggs, and then we had some. What are those, sexlings? What are those birds that got so big it was breaking their legs? Yeah.
Typically, that's going to be the Cornish crosses and stuff to that
You buy
effect.
these white chickens from Tractor Supply, and I didn't know, but they're meat birds. And at like 8-9 weeks, they are so big they can't walk. It snaps their legs off.
Yeah.
They're literally just for meat. So
we did those birds, the stomach was the size of my fist, and it was compacted so hard it was like a rock.
and they had glass, like polished glass and shit inside. They
Yeah.
eat
It
up
was
all
really
this
cool.
stuff.
They'll eat everything.
So we've done those chickens, and that's literally the only animals
Alright.
that we've produced that we actually ate.
Ready?
Everything else we just use for eggs and stuff. So this is the first one really that we'll start, you know, using. What's up?
Yeah.
You on the way to work or on the way back?
Keep going.
It's about to slip
That it?
A little better. Not much.
Itty bitty loader.
Yeah, we need a bigger tractor. We could have just used the track hoe.
I thought about that earlier. That bitch swung all the way out there.
You have that thing's head this high off the ground.
They took the track hoe though.
No, they didn't.
They didn't?
So we're going.
No, we
Like,
got
yeah,
another
Then why don't we go get it?
We're late for that.
I thought they were supposed to take it today.
Can we get a water hose out here?
Yes.
Or do we need to move?
Curtis?
Anybody who hasn't seen an animal like this before will probably be slightly scarred for life.
Oh, people are going to critique the fuck out of this. Oh my god, they laid it in the dirt and this and that. And
That's what I thought.
I used to do chickens up in a tree.
I hate being under a bucket. Oh, here we go.
Oh, you can get this.
No,
No, the.
puncture it, but
Shit set.
this is where a Benchmade rescue hook comes in awesome.
Oh, I bet.
Because it's guarded on that side, and so you won't rip the stomach and the intestines. Because now I'm having to put my hands.
Yeah, good.
I bet you somebody's gonna throw up while watching this.
Well, animal rights activists will be.
Pete is gonna be pissed.
We're eating it, don't worry.
Oh my god, you made a video killing an animal and then butchering
This is
it.
the
Yeah,
animal
no,
get killed.
yeah. We sacrificed it. About like doing a deer antler.
Small.
Yeah. Last one I
white
scanned
color's
was a 8-point I had.
The one I see flopping.
Mm-hmm.
Super rich meat.
Look at that liver. Looks real clean.
Oh yeah,
Very healthy.
no pockets, no,
Yeah, that's crazy.
no spots.
Yeah.
Yeah, this thing is dull.
You know,
The thing is, it's such a short blade and you can't work deep.
Yeah.
You don't want to put a hand in front of it either.
Philip, see if you can. Is there a bigger razor blade in there? or something? I know, but is there a bigger?
I'm not worried about it, Tyler. Look
Okay.
Yeah, we have those long,
I
real
thought
skinny,
so,
floppy
yeah.
ones.
Easy, son.
Cocksided, I guess.
I know.
Anybody need a heart?
I don't know, maybe in
Right
10
here.
years.
Yep.
That's some healthy gate. He wasn't a smoker.
The rest of it's all bladder, urinary tract, trying to get it
Oh, that's,
without puncturing.
yeah. I'm doing good. Looks like you've done this time too.
You're not allowed to do your pigs though, are you? You have to go through USDA
Anybody
facility.
want a water balloon? Oh! Yeah, no, I mean, I'll process a pig for myself, little roasters at
Yeah.
the house, but no.
If you're gonna
Everything
sell
I do
it.
is USDA
Yeah.
or to a custom processor, but it's all goes to a processor for cutting. I don't do anything for anybody else.
And it's oinking acres. That's the best meat you'll ever eat. Best pork. You do your cattle too, of them?
No, I send them out.
Yeah, I don't mind that. I mean, but you sell beef too, don't you?
I hadn't done it USDA, like we were just
Really?
doing quarters, halves, and stuff
Right.
like that. I'll start doing USDA more than likely.
Yeah. What kind of beef cattle you have?
Well, the herd that I'm running for commercial stuff will be a Barzana.
Barzana, man. Yeah, we had Charolais and bottle limousines. Oh, it's a spin.
There we go.